Brand new! You're listening to BRANDCAST around the world.
I know you're gonna dig this.
I'm telling you, it's real!
You're listening to BRANDCAST around the world with me, your host, Brandon Berkeley. Join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining me on BRANDCAST around the world with me, your host, Brandon Berkeley. So, I'm not going to lie to you right now. It is actually Tuesday evening as I'm unable to do a live broadcast for you this morning. So I'm doing this on a Tuesday evening because tomorrow, or well, technically today as you're watching this right now, the power is going to be out in my apartment building. They're doing some kind of upgrade. So I'm probably either in the chat with you right now or out and about doing some things. I probably finished my morning workout. So woohoo! Let's be amped about that. But anyways, it is Wednesday, so I hope you're having an awesome Wednesday. We're in the middle of the hump week. Something I wanted to talk about today, it's been kind of frustrating me. As you know, I love these nerdy one-up arcades that are coming out, these retro arcades that are coming out. And I was looking at the new Simpsons Arcade that just came out. And it's available for pre-order at a ridiculous price. Basically, it includes 2 games in there. One is Simpsons Bowling, which nobody wants, and of course the classic Simpsons Arcade, which I actually do want. And it's going for like $800 right now, which is ridiculous for 2 games. Especially, it doesn't even come with a stool or anything. Anybody that follows these one-up arcade releases, I was very excited for this one, but now I'm a little bit disappointed because it seems like they're getting super, super greedy. I don't want to pay up the wazoo for 2 games. And Simpsons Bowling was a horrible game. I don't remember. Anybody remember that game? I don't even remember that coming out anywhere on the arcade. Maybe it was past my prime of arcade time. So I missed out on that one. But I find, this whole market of inflating prices or creating like neuroticism for people. I think that's the word for it. Where people just want to buy, instead of waiting, they have to have like this impulsive need for gratification. It's like, I've noticed that the Xboxes as well, the new Xbox Series X is sold out everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So you can't find this even if you're looking to spend the $600-700 that it is right now, which I find really odd. How hard is it for Microsoft to build pieces of plastic with microchips in them and send them out? In the past, we never had an issue with this as far as Xboxes go. Is there really that much more of a demand all of a sudden for these new products? I don't think so. There is a smaller version, which even I'm contemplating on possibly getting in the future, is the Xbox Series S, which is like a smaller version, a digital version of the console, so you can only download games, I guess, instead of buying physical copies, which is interesting. Apparently the hardware on it is a little bit less, but I feel like they probably came out with this console first and realized it was nowhere near competing with the PS5, so they released it as like a pre-next gen console, which it's selling out like crazy. It's funny, I was on Amazon and I'm debating possibly picking one up in the next few weeks, months, whenever it becomes maybe a little bit more plausible or affordable, but I doubt that. It doesn't seem like the price is going to go down at any point. I'm wondering if it's even worth it though. It's not like there's any new games that I've seen. I'm not sure if you guys know of any new games you could let me know of or you want to see. But as far as I'm concerned, it looks like it's just the same console with a bit of an upgrade on graphics, which means if you're playing a game that was made 2 or 3 years ago, you're probably going to not notice too much of a difference on there. But yeah, it's between them and Funko doing some crazy things where Funko keeps releasing these like limited editions where you can't get a hold of them, and you have to spend an extra $200-300. This whole reseller thing has just gotten way out of hand. It started a long time ago with Supreme, I guess, and like Off-White and all these clothing brands where they would sell a brick or nunchucks or something ridiculous. Anybody ever seen the Supreme drops they used to do back in the day? I haven't seen a lot of Supreme stuff pop up in a while. I almost feel like the brand is dying or going out. But they were selling things like fire extinguishers, like plungers, just random things. But the crazy part about this is that it would sell out instantly. You'd have people waiting around the block, for a week at a time, sleeping outside just to wait to get their brick. Literally, a red brick with the Supreme logo painted onto it. And people are paying of upwards, $3,000 for a brick. I would urge you right now, if you want to have a good laugh, in my opinion, is to go and look at Supreme clothing on eBay and see what you can pull up. If you're a hype beast, if you don't know what that is, these people that go after these sneakers the second they drop, Off-White, Virgil Abloh is making tons of money off you people. and not leaving anybody for the rest, or not leaving anything else for the rest of us. I really do like a lot of these designs. It's the unfortunate part of it. Obviously, if something looks cool, people are going to want to grab it. But it seems that the new wave of doing things is creating limited merchandise. So, coming soon is some Brandon Berkeley, Brand B limited merch. We actually are going to do stuff like that. We looked at moving into the NFT market, but I know a lot of people aren't interested in opening a blockchain or getting cryptocurrency to purchase something like that. So we are thinking of possibly releasing physical NFTs, meaning you'll have access to whatever artwork you own, whether it's a digital piece of something or it's a piece of music, whatever. So basically you own the full rights to it. So I was looking at doing a possible package coming up where there'll be like maybe 10 NFTs available at a little bit of a larger price tag. We'll probably put them up at about $100 to $300, depending what's inside of it. It'll definitely worth your dollar. But some of them are going to come with some really cool things, like you'll get a digital item that will be redeemable for a physical item. So things like shoes or, clothing or rare actual handmade art or maybe a record. I don't want to give away too many things, but there's lots of really, really, really cool exclusive things that you couldn't get your hands on that will be handcrafted by yours truly. I know a lot of you have said that you wanted those Funko Pops of myself. Those will definitely be in the box. Like I said, you'll get like an NFT kind of drawn up character of it. So you also have the artwork of it forever in its weird kind of way. And yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. You can sell it later on if there's demand, if the channel grows and you want to get rid of it. It's completely up to you. Excuse me. Here's your taco, sir. I'm going through puberty still, apparently. But we thought it'd be kind of cool to put in things like music. I think it'd be really neat to put some of my music out there or unreleased music that I thought, maybe didn't have as much commercial potential, but you never really know. So, I've got a lot of music out there that I was thinking of maybe releasing one song in this NFT digital package where you'll actually be able to own the song and you can just listen to it yourself. You can share it with a few friends. You can share it with the brigade. You can post a link to it somewhere. You can even upload it on Spotify. Put me as the artist. I will put it on my page, but you collect the entire amount of royalties off of it. So all my fan base coming to check it out, you completely collect off that, and I'm 100% okay with that. That is a part of this deal and the support, and it's a way of giving back. So it's almost like reinvesting. It's like a stock of interest in art, especially if I die. Not that I'm planning on doing that anytime soon, but man, that would just skyrocket or increase. I noticed a rapper, Tory Lanez from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, kind of did the same thing. And he released like 1 million copies of his song, so it was less exclusive, but it sold out within 57 seconds. And I think it's really cool, talking about this exclusivity, to have something that is actually interesting that not a lot of people have. It's like a one of one, or it's also kind of like an investment piece where you're actually getting something from it. Something else that I thought was really cool that I'm actually going to be moving into myself, despite what you guys want to do, is the digital artwork realm. It's relatively easy now to pick up, cheaper TVs or like flat screens or whatever, even just in HD, and using them as like frames for artwork so that I can actually have like digital moving artwork in my home. I think it's absolutely incredible when you kind of walk in. I've got like a little entrance over here. You kind of walk in. It's almost like, it reminds me of a movie theater. When you're going down the, not the aisles, but like the movie theater, when you're going down, you see all the posters for the new movies and whatnot. I'd love to have different artwork or like moving graphics like that, or moving posters from films that I create. I think it'd be really cool, because the cool thing is you can switch it up every few months. If you're a creator yourself, you can do that. So I think this NFT market, this digital artwork thing, is going to blow up. It's going to blow up in the next little bit. People are kind of making fun of it because they don't understand what it is. But I think it's an awesome venture for people to own artwork in a completely different way. Our artwork has always been something that people have really valued, whether it be in, architecture or advertising or the clothes you wear. I mean, it's everywhere. It's super important. I think without art, life would be pretty boring, considering like right now you're watching moving artwork. This whole frame is, artwork put together, the transitions, the podcast itself, whoever made this. So support your artists, get out there, look out for some really cool artwork that'll be dropping. I'm going to be dropping some very affordable artwork, like literally like $1, or something like that, like 50 cents, so that everybody can have some of this digital art exclusively from me, because I don't want to make it something that's not obtainable for everybody, but however, the larger price tag ones will be ones that you can resell or are exclusive. I mean, if I am selling digital copies like screensavers, ringtones, stuff like that, there probably will be of excess of like maybe 1,000 available or whatever, because it is digital, so it doesn't really hurt me to do that. But yeah, anyways, rambling on about that stuff. I don't know if you guys really care too much. I'm really excited about it. I love creating, and that's what it's all about. Over the next couple weeks, going to be doing a lot more random kind of vlogging. I'm trying to drop vlogs without a schedule, so not all of them are going to be premieres. Babcia, it was Babcia's birthday today. Actually, we just finished celebrating. I got down not too long ago, had a couple beers, had cake with her. It was really good. She's 93 years old. 93. It's pretty insane if you ask me. It's definitely making her way up there on the scale. But she's doing well for her age. It is a little bit more sad to watch her decline as she gets older, but we try to take care of her and enjoy the time together. So we had a really good time tonight. It was really good. I know a lot of you seem to be enjoying Babcia on a different scale. So I'd like to do more videos with her. I thought of even doing like a Funko Friday where she'll open it, but she can be a little bit of a negative naysayer sometimes. So she might put down these Funko Pops. So if you love them, I think it's going to be hilarious. She's not going to understand these Funko Pops. You know, being 93, she's kind of out of the loop on collector's items and whatnot. But I'd like to do some videos with her, especially as she's aging. I think they'll be great keepsakes. And you guys seem to really love her. It'd be really cool to have some Babcia merchandise or something at one point, or like, you know, she's kind of excited at the idea that she's 93 and, you know, she could potentially gain an audience or become famous. So happy birthday to her. If you leave happy birthday in the comments, I'll definitely pass it on to her because it's a big, she'll be surprised. She'll be happy. Something else, actually, this podcast, this one might be up on Spotify by the time this is playing, but you can listen to my podcast on every major streaming platform now. So from YouTube, you know, Spotify, Apple Music, all that. Plus, we're going to be moving over to Twitch and Facebook. When these podcasts air live, so not this one, but when these podcasts usually air live, they're going to be broadcasting across all three platforms. So we'll have Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube for BRANDCAST, and the chats will all come together, so you'll be able to chat with each other. It's going to be really interesting. We're really growing as a brand, as a brand B, so we're really excited for you guys all to be a part of that. There's probably so many things that I'm missing out on that I need to talk to you about. I'm bringing on J. Paul for the next podcast, actor J. Paul, who played Deacon Knight in 14 Keys. So we're going to talk about some random things, have a great topic. I think we're going to extend some of the podcasts a little bit further. We'll do, you know, some longer podcasts coming up in the future, so we don't have these 20-minute little podcasts, because I think we definitely want some longer ones or something to help you occupy the time. But I wanted to give you a little brief update today. Unfortunately, I'm not with you this morning. This is me from the past with a grave warning. How would I have a warning? I'm in the past. Anyways, I'm rambling. That's what I do on this podcast. So hopefully you enjoyed listening to me talk some shit for a good, I don't even know how long this was, but it's going to be an interesting video. So remember, be excellent to each other, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
You're listening to BRANDCAST around the world.
I know you're gonna dig this.
I'm sending it. It's real.
You're listening to BRANDCAST around the world with me, your host, Brandon.